You know, we are in a time and place where there are so many hypocrites out there who disguise themselves as for the people and, you know, the communities that they came from and all this other shit. And then you got people like Nelly, man. And Ludacris is also in this. And I'm a little shocked at the Ludacris thing, but maybe I just didn't know enough. But Ludacris and Nelly had decided that they were going to take part into this Rock the Country celebration, which is supposed to be 250 years of freedom, put together by Kid Rock. Now, this is the lineup here, and you can see Kid Rock and a whole bunch of other names. Jelly Roll is in there. So keep in mind these people who are on these records that you listen to that are performing at this 2026 lineup, Rock the Country, celebrating 250 years of freedom. Now, the issue here isn't who you support and what you're doing. It's who you're supporting at this specific time. With everything that's going on out there, with these ICE raids, with people getting snatched out of cars, and also when you add the fact that these people getting snatched out of cars, it's not like everybody is an illegal immigrant. They are literally going out there and picking and choosing who they want to harass based on what they look like and what they sound like.
What do you mean if I'm from this country?
I can hear you don't have the same accent as me. That's why I'm
Oh, so you're going by accents now?
I want to know
Is
where
that
you were
what
born.
it is?
Where were you born?
And even with that in mind, you have these people like Jelly Roll right here. I don't even know all these other names. But what you see here highlighted is Ludacris and fucking Nelly, man. Yeah, so they decided they were going to be part of this show. Now, maybe Ludacris didn't realize that all the backlash he got was going to be crazy and people were going to figure this shit out. But I don't know what's going on. With Nelly, people aren't really surprised because, come on, we already seen Nelly do his coon shit. And here goes Nelly the last time this shit happened when he was supposed to perform at Trump's inaugural ball. Here go what he said, his excuse for that one.
I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing this because it's an honor. I respect the office. It don't matter who is in office. The same way that our men and women, our brothers and sisters who protect this country have to go to war and have to put their life on the line for who.
Okay, that was already stupid, and we know that was stupid as fuck. Because for you to say, I respect the office, so you just respect the empty office, and no matter who goes in there, so if a fucking dictator goes in there and decides he don't give a fuck about nobody else, in that logic, you gotta respect the office and whoever's inside that bitch, right?
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
That's what we saying. This is a dumbass explanation. It was dumbed in, and it's fucking dumb now. You sound stupid, but go ahead, brother.
Whoever in office. So if they can put their life on the line for whoever in office, I can damn sure perform.
They not putting their life on the line for whoever in office. They're putting their life on the line for fucking America. What are we fucking talking about? You know, you gotta let these people do what they do. Go ahead, support whoever you want, but eventually you're gonna show us it's insane. Like Nelly is out of his fucking mind with this shit. But again, go ahead.
For whoever, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm not saying that he
go ahead,
ain't got some fucked up ways.
All right, bro. See, this is why we here right now. This is why we here right now. I'm not saying he not fucked up. You know, everybody got their flaws. But you went there and performed at this celebration for him. But let's not get confused here. We know at the end of the day, some of these people may not have any malicious intent in mind. They just can't see past the bag. The bag is bigger than anything else. I always tell you on this channel, the bag is bigger than the disrespect for some people. And this is an example of it. Now, let's go back. So Ludacris was also in this, right? And now it is after all the backlash, Ludacris drops out of Kid Rock's Rock the Country tour after outrage. Now here go the problem, dog. Nobody gives a shit about what you do after. Everybody is side-eyeing you now because they're asking, why did you even sign up for this shit knowing what the fuck is going on out there? Like, there's no way you sign up for this shit knowing everything that's going on out there unless maybe you thought nobody was gonna notice. You thought you were gonna quietly go get this bag, huh? Huh? I don't think that's how it works, brother. But let's continue on. It says Ludacris is pulling out of Kid Rock's country music festival after some of his fans threw a fit when his name showed up on the lineup poster. The What's Your Fantasy rapper originally appeared on the Rock the Country tour's lineup Monday this week along with Nelly, but by Friday, his name was removed from the poster. So Monday, then took him till Friday, and it got removed. Now, it says some folks view Kid Rock's festival as part of the MAGA movement, and Ludacris was getting roasted in some corners of the internet for seemingly getting on board. A rep for Rock the Country told Rolling Stone Luda is no longer part of the festival, and a rep for Ludacris told the outlet it was all a mix-up and the lines got crossed and wasn't supposed to be on there. I mean, this man has vocally supported Trump in a lot of different ways. All the shit that's been going on, he has vocally supported him. So if he's throwing a festival and it says celebrating 250 years of freedom, are you fucking serious? Like, people act like they're fucking oblivious to the shit that's going on. It says Nelly's still among the headliners as he took the stage during the Rock the Country inaugural tour in 2024. So he already know what the bag is like, and he like, yo, I ain't missing that bag. And last year he performed at the President Trump inauguration. Nelly defended the Trump gig, saying he comes from a family of military veterans, loves his country, and respects its highest office. And if that is really the case, this is all the reason why you shouldn't be there, bro. Especially with everything that's going on now. Now that you're watching all this shit going on, for you to double down and still perform here and try to mask it behind troops is insane. Now, here's the reason why they look at it as political. So it says, Gavin Adcock blasted Joe Biden on stage at the 2024 Rock the Country tour, and Trump filmed a video introducing Kid Rock's set last year, though it's not explicitly a political event. It doesn't have to be a political event, man, for you to go there and be associated with this shit. That is the problem. You don't even understand what you're associating yourself with at this point if you going in there blind, acting like you don't know what's going on. Once you see Kid Rock's name tied to this and it's titled 250 Years of Freedom, what kind of concert do you think you're going to, dog?
I forgot.
Stupid bitch!
Remember, this isn't far-fetched because we have seen a lot of people in hip-hop basically get their coon on. Remember Snoop Dogg performed at Trump's ball?
Remember this? Snoop Dogg performing at the inaugural crypto ball. It was intended to honor the 60th presidential inauguration, America's first crypto president, President-elect Donald John Trump, his incoming cabinet and administration, wrote the event's website. Well, he gave an interview.
The situation that needs to be explained is that, 30 minutes or 30 years, right?
And that's been his, his excuse. He's been saying that he did 30 minutes versus 30 years of giving back to the community, taking care of the black community. Well, it could also be looked at that you threw away those 30 years for 30 minutes. Let's not dance around the fucking words and semantics. Let's not do that shit. Because at the end of the day, you can spend 30 years of your life being the best civilian you have ever fucking been. And you can go spend 5 minutes robbing some store and that shit could take away all 30 years of your life. So let's not do that, man. Nobody gives a fuck about what you did 30 years ago if you're willing to risk it all and throw everybody under the bus for 30 fucking minutes, man. That ain't it, bro. Y'all remember Snoop also said this before.
Well, ain't nobody gonna perform for Donald Trump, huh? Which one of you jigaboo ass niggas? Jigaboos now. Gonna be the first one to do it. I'm waiting. I'm gonna roast the fuck out one of you Uncle Tom ass niggas.
Uncle Tom.
What's for doing? Which one of you niggas gonna do it first? I suppose the one that performs for himself.
A few moments later.
And there you go, performing. Which one of you jigaboos, man? Which one of y'all? And then he just goes and does it. The bag is bigger than the disrespect, y'all keep telling y'all. Yeah, so this is part of the problem. This is the reason why people look at things like this and they have criticism for it, because you can't be a hypocrite out here, especially when you have a lot of influence. Like, don't get me wrong, Snoop is a fucking legend in the game. Snoop has, in fact, done a lot for the community. But again, just because you spend 30 years doing so much for the community and then you decide that you want to sell out for 30 minutes and then you want to go back and point out what you've done for 30 years, it don't matter. Just like the example I just told y'all. I can't be an outstanding citizen for 30 years, go rob a bank, and then now I want to tell everybody, well, for 30 years I ain't robbed no bank. Like, so we good? Y'all gonna let me go? That's not how this shit work, man. So Ludacris dropped out. I don't know if Ludacris, obviously he says that it was, their excuse is that it was an error, miscommunication. I don't know how you can miscommunicate that, but let's look at some of these comments. So it got an edit. So as you can see, his name is no longer there, but look whose name is on there, still right there, loud and proud. Nelly. And this is expected, man. Nobody gives a shit about Nelly. Nelly cooned out and that's how he riding with it. But let's look at some of these comments, man. So it says, why commit to do this in the first place? And that's what everybody's saying. Ludacris is full of shit. It was a miscommunication. Why were they even talking to or even considering you, Luda? There had to be talks for there to be miscommunication. Now, I will say it could be that they actually know Kid Rock and, they were like, yo, Kid Rock wants you to come do this or do that. But I mean, come on, man. These people that are booking these shows or getting these opportunities for you, I'm sure they look into and research every single opportunity, every single booking to perform. Nobody's just going to perform anywhere without understanding where they're performing and what it means for their brand. Let's keep it real, dog. It said Clanapalooza 26 looks horrible. I'd rather slam my dick in a door repeatedly. What the fuck? Nelly keeps selling out to a crowd that can't even name one of his songs. They gonna name it. It says, I don't expect Nelly to back out. Nah, he ain't gonna back out. Uncle who? Uncle Crack? Who the fuck is Uncle Cracker? Uncle Cracker tells crazy Kid Rock story. All right, yeah, I don't give a shit. It says, friends, respectfully, do y'all think Ludacris is out here going over every job offer he gets, reading every contract? Yes. 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 Listen, this is what you have publicists for. This is what you have booking agencies, booking managers. These people don't just accept any booking opportunity. If that was the case, Ludacris would be every fucking where. They look into every venue that they get invited. You're not just going to perform. You have a brand to protect. You have a reputation to protect. You have a brand to protect, because if that brand gets tarnished, that could affect the income. So yes, they do. It says Ludacris have agents and managers for that. Most likely some manager told him the dates and how much he get paid. He verified that he was available and said yes. Y'all gotta chill. Now, if he pulls a Nelly or Snoop where he performs for MAGA, says some BS about bringing people together with music, cancel him. Nah, I'm sorry, man. There's no way that Ludacris doesn't know what's going on. And if you do have a manager that isn't looking this shit up and can tell you that this is probably a pro right-wing kind of thing going on. I mean, Nelly's been there the year before. There's no way they don't know about this. Comment right here says, I think in today's climate, maybe more than ever, contracts are vetted heavily. Venues are recon. Due diligence is being done before ink hits paper. I'm not going to take the agency away from Luda in his decision making or relieve him of accountability. He's been in the industry for 26 years. He's not new to contract. Thank you. Facts. Facts. They said Ludacris went. Not to defend Luda, but as someone who has actually been on the phone with thousands of questionable event coordinators, bookers, agencies, etc., I'd not be surprised if Luda learned about the nature of the event from online Backlash. Agents and managers want and need their 10% to 20%, and they will present artists with any lucrative offer that comes across their desk. More often than not, bigger artists are on some tell me when and where, how much with their managers and agents. And I'm sorry, you need better agents, man. Because listen, like I said, if you have an agency that's willing to book you for anything, you're putting your whole entire brand at risk, because you can literally perform at a place, not know anything about it, and hear about it way after you've performed. By that point, you've already done it. So I do think there's a lot of vetting going on. And for Ludacris being in the game as long as he has and being the caliber of artist that he is, I find it very hard to believe that he's just doing shit off the strength of the talent agency and just saying, let's do this. I mean, if you look at the lineup, I mean, you gotta look at it and be like, let's look into this one. Like, Kid Rock is very vocal, and people know all over the world that he's a very vocal Trump supporter, and he has been alongside Trump. He has been campaigning, saying shit for Trump. Come on, man. Do I gotta play this shit? Let's hold on.
Thank you very much.
This is Kid Rock.
Bob, you want to say something?
Yeah, anybody it doesn't matter your politics. First off, thank you, Mr. President, because...
All right, shut your ass up. Yeah, so that's Kid Rock right there with Trump. He performed on Inauguration Day for him. Like, what are we on? And it's not even the fact that it's him performing with him. It's the fact that it's in this climate. This climate is the problem. It's right now this shit is happening while all this other shit is happening. You should be vetting every thing. With all the shit going on in the world, you can't just be oblivious and say, I don't know anything, let's go perform. That's not how it works, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think about it. Let me know in the comment section how y'all feel about it. Do y'all think this is on Ludacris, or are y'all gonna say this is an agency and Ludacris probably didn't know? Let me know in the comment section. It's your boy Goods. Big Zo TV. Let's go.
Fun to do bad things.
Take off the shirt, little, take off the dope, take off the boat.